Friday. Hope you guys got everything planned for a great weekend. Today I want to just wait a couple of seconds. I had an agent call me and ask if he can wait a minute or so till we can start. His phone was acting up, so I'm on my headset again today from my cell phone. Brian says we're supposed to have the phones hooked up today, so hopefully they get hooked up today. If you call the office, we don't answer. Just call back, shoot us a text message, and we'll get to you as soon as possible. So I apologize for any inconvenience you have. Okay. Today I want to talk about different ways to make money, different streams of income that is available for everybody who does what we do. And the only way for you to kind of sit and think differently today is that you've got to think differently. You've got to think big. You got to think that you're going to make more sales, and you got to think that you have an opportunity to grow in this business to make more money. And the only way for you to be successful in any business, I don't care if you're a car salesman, if you're a furniture salesman, if you sell pots and pans, you got to have that desire to be an overachiever. That means working a little bit longer, working an extra day, making some extra phone calls, is going the extra mile to do what you got to do to separate yourself from the other people. It's final expense. When I started it back in like 21 years ago, there weren't as many agents out there, not as many people dropping mail. Still a lot of insurance companies. Some have closed down, some have merged, some brand new ones have come up. But yet there's more competition out there. So my thought process is that if I was out on the streets every single day, this is what I would incorporate for myself to where I've got an opportunity to make different streams of income off of one lead. Because if you sit and think about it, that one lead that you buy, that one lead you're given, an old lead you have, you got 5 people that you can contact. The house you're at, the 2 next door, and the 3 across the street. That's 5 people right there that you can talk to on one lead. If you get 20 leads a week, that's 100 extra doors you can knock on to give yourself an opportunity to make sales. And the best part about this here is that if you become very well versed in what you do, and you've actually decided that you're going to expand other than final expense to do Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplements, mortgage protection, grandchild rider, an accidental rider, accidental standalone, you're actually opening up the door for you to make more money, different streams of income. Now, let's talk about working your older leads. Joe, I went to the house. They didn't want it. They told me they couldn't afford it. Why should I waste my time and go back there again? There's some instances I agree. When a person tells you that they can't afford nothing, that they don't want to do something, to me, is that a smoke screen? Do they not like the cologne you're wearing because they had an argument with their child? My thought process is to go back, revisit everybody, even if they tell you no, N-O. Because you probably don't, K-N-O-W, you don't know the real reason they told you to scoot off of their front porch. Could have had a bad day, could have been wrong timing. Somebody could have passed away in their family just recently, and they want to buy something. The people that send in the cards that we deal with on a daily basis, we put them in a classification that's called responders. They respond to basically almost anything that comes into them in their mail. I know for a fact everybody on this call has gotten a lead card back from the same person twice, 2 times, maybe as many as 3 to 4 times because they fill the card out, oh, I don't remember what it's about. Yet, what do? You throw it in the trash, you don't go see them again? Well, my thought process is to go by and visit them, 2 doors next to them, the 3 doors across the street from them. Hopefully, somebody might bite. I've talked to clients before that sent cards in for like a long period of time, and what ends up happening is they really don't need it, can't afford it, already have something, yet there could be somebody at their house that day you go, ding, 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 the bell may go off, they may hear final expense, life insurance, accidental program, and that person may ask you, oh, can you give me some information? So do not discard a repetitive lead as not good. Now, working an older lead, does that mean a 6-month-old lead? Does that mean a 2-year-old lead? We've got agents that have worked leads as old as 7 years old and made sales. It doesn't sound believable, but yet I'm telling you it's the truth because I know the agents, I know the leads, and I see the production when it comes in. It has a lot to do with just their attitude, their demeanor when they're at their front door. If you buy an older lead, let's say you buy a lead from 2015 or 2014, whatever, and it's your lead or you buy a lead. This is what I'm going to recommend you to do before you even go out. Where it says 2014 Medicare benefits or Medicare changes for the state of Florida, blot off the word 2015. Just cover it up. Get like a little Sharpie pen, cover it up, so that's one less obstacle for you to overcome. Oh, that's 4 years ago. I already taken care of it. If it's not there, it's a brand new lead. Some leads in the old days used to have their client's date of birth. Now what they're doing, they're asking for their age. So if it has their age on there, little Sharpie pen, blot off the age for the husband, blot off the age for the wife, to where they can't sit and say, I'm 67, I sent that card in when I was 63. So you've actually tackled two objections at the front door by using a lead that you paid for, that you spent money on, that either you were unable to get a hold of them or they didn't want to buy something at the time. You're giving yourself an opportunity to go back and visit with them, because what we do is all about timing. Now, when you sit and think about that there, Joe, what else should I do with that lead? Well, on some of the old leads, it says send this card in for free information. I blot off the word free, to where they don't sit and think that it is something for free. So what we've done now, we've blotted off the year it was sent in, their ages, the word free, if it's on there. Most of them now have send this card in for no cost information, okay? What I would also do is highlight words on the lead in yellow highlighter to attract their eyes to that, okay? It's going to divert their eyes from the black, divert their eyes from anything other than recently you submitted this card with some information on some final expense, a burial program, life insurance, whatever your lead may say that pertains to why you're there, highlight it. Give them kind of like a cheat sheet on what they're looking at. They don't have to read. Their eyes go straight to where you want them to go. I've got an agent I spoke to just yesterday. He said, Joe, what I do, I highlight it, and I also underline the word life insurance. I also underline the word final expense. Also underline the word burial. So he goes the extra mile. And he said, Joe, believe it or not, I feel it helps. So think about that when you're working an older lead, when you're out there knocking on somebody's door. Now, is there a benefit to working an older lead? Well, Joe, it's my lead. I'm pretty damn good at what I do. There's no need for me to go back. Well, I'm telling you, there is. I'm pretty good at what I do, okay? Doing it for a long time.